Hey all, Tony Bing here, hello and welcome back to the channel. Now today we will be looking at a different mobile game, but it is a Marvel game, so don't worry. This is Marvel Battle Lines. Now it was only recently announced, it was maybe a few weeks ago or a month or two at most, but already it is available in a soft launch status in selected countries. Now when a game comes out in soft launch, what normally happens and has happened in this instance is the APK for it will be uploaded to APK Pure, and then from there when you're on your device you simply go to that site, click on the link, download it, and then you're good to go, and it means you can get to play the game before it's officially released in the country that you are resident in. Now I've put a link to APK Pure within the description of this video, so as mentioned, click on that, let it do its thing, open it up, and away you go, you'll be ready to play. Now in regards to the actual game, it's a card collection game, so you'll be collecting lots of cards for, it looks like hundreds of Marvel characters, and as you can see from the background here in the actual game as well, the actual artwork is incredible. It really does look fantastic. I'm a massive fan of it. I think I'll be using some of it for some thumbnails in future as well. Now, so you've got the card collection element, but what do you do once you get the cards? You then have to lay them down in a grid, and it's all about making combinations and lines, and once you do that, your characters can then fire off skills, and you actually get mana as well in a way, so you can power up certain skills to use. So it's really quite an interesting game, and it's one that's definitely managed to catch my attention. I think it's really down to the whole Marvel aesthetics to it, so if you're a Marvel fan you will want to check it out. Now I will mention that because it is in soft launch, there's really not a great deal to do in the game at the moment because it's a very early version of it. The performance in the game isn't great, and it will lag a little bit on devices, even powerful ones. Personally, I have a Hawaii P10 Pro Mate, which is a beast of a phone, and on later levels with lots of physics going on, the game really does lag and slow down. Now despite all that, I would say it's most definitely worth checking out because it is a free download after all, and as mentioned, it's as simple as clicking the link within the description of this video to download it. Now with that covered, what I'll actually do for anyone that maybe wants to see a little bit more of how it plays before they download, because it is a pretty big download, I think it's around about 900 meg, so that's pretty big for a mobile game. But what I'll do now is I'll actually jump through the different menus in the game to give you a feel of how it actually looks and plays and what modes are available, and once we've done that we'll run through one or two levels live as well and see how we get on with them. So let's have a look at the general overview for it. So we have a few game modes available now. In the 2 days that I've been playing it, it appears that I've actually finished the campaign already. It looks like it's stopping at chapter 3 stage 10, and each of the 3 chapters had roughly about 10 stages in them, so that's only 30 battles. Some of them are quite nice with the enemies that come in and some of the modifiers within, but to finish the campaign in 2 days, even though it is early launch, seems pretty quick. Now next up you've got the battle tab here, and you've got special ops, which is a bit more interesting. We'll click on that. Now special ops is a series of different missions, and you can get up to 3 stars on the missions depending on your performance within them, and there'll be certain goals that you need to meet, so you'll maybe need to run certain teams in order to 3-star them, and once you've done that you get currency from the special operative missions, and these allow you to buy packs within the store that we will look at a moment. This goes up to, I think it's round about, that's right, stage 30 as well there. Now next up we have AI simulation, which is just a standard battle against the enemy, and then we have quick match. Now from what I can tell when I've been playing this mode, it does appear to be PvP, because you'll take your turn and then it says the enemy has 30 seconds to take their turn at all. So I've done 1 or 2 of the PvP matches, and it has been quite fun going up against another player. Now we then have our cards just down the bottom here. Got quite a lot already, and as mentioned, you can look at the artwork on them. It looks absolutely stunning, it really does. I do like Cottonmouth, he looks great, really does look menacing there. Scroll along a bit, see what other ones we've got. Another great looking one, Lady Bullseye. Now when you're going through the cards, you have cards that you can drop and they don't cost any energy, so you can drop them at any time, but they're not as powerful. And if we scroll back this way, we'll see cards that actually cost you energy to cast. You'll see the little blue icon up the top left, and it's got a number on it. So if we go for example, you've got Night Nurse. Now this is a a skill only card, so you can cast this for 2 of the respective mana and you'll heal your allies. You also have other cards as well. Let's see if we can actually find one here. There we go. Black Widow. She's a card you'll drop on the board, but she'll actually do a skill as well. So it's 3 different types of cards there, so it does certainly give you an element of strategy as well. Now if we go to card collection, we can see all the different factions that are available. So Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, Defenders, I won't run through them all, Shield, and so on. And then you can expand them to see how many cards you've got as well. So it looks like possibly there's a lot of cards that just aren't in the game yet, and the ones that are in the game but I don't have, they're just greyed out at the moment. So we'll go back again now, and then we've got the store. Not a great deal going on with the store at the moment. You've got some, let's see. So this is your main currency you can buy. As with any mobile game, it is pretty expensive. You can then use your gems to buy the likes of gold or card packs. Now what's interesting, if you look down the bottom, it says profitability table. So you can actually see what the rates are to get certain cards. So it's interesting to see if you buy this, the rate to get a 4-star card is 0.05%. Imagine a lot of other mobile games would be the same if we were able to see the rates within them. So you can actually buy cards as well using gold that you earn within the game from completing missions, and these rotate every so often. We don't have anything in the special offers tab, and then we've got a spec op. So that's when we looked at and we earn that particular currency, and you can use it to buy some cards. Now some of them look really nice, like Jane Foster for example, and every turn deal damage to the enemy with the highest HP through a lightning bolt strike. That's really pretty nice, and I reckon I'll probably save up for that particular one. Now if we jump back to the menu here, just to finish off really, we can see you've got your dailies. Now one issue I see is the fact that your dailies don't actually offer you any way to earn the premium currency within the game. Even if it was a small amount, you're just getting gold experience and you get auto tickets as well. There's not a great amount of dailies either. That's the complete list there, but again, as I've mentioned a few times, it is very much early access this game at the moment. You've got your login rewards. We'll actually pick this up just now. So we've got our daily ones. We can see you can get the premium currency on day 7, 14, 21 and also 28. We'll pick up our weekly, but underwhelming again here. It could be that they're just potentially trying to keep things slow at the moment so that players that potentially play it in soft launch won't overtake players when the game actually does go live. But what we'll do now is we'll run through 1 or 2 of the missions to actually show it off in action, and I'll talk you through it as we do it. So we'll start here with some gameplay by showing off one of the earlier story missions. This is 1.8 where we go up against Cottonmouth. If we beat this, we'll get golden experience. Now I've already beaten it before, and the first time you beat most of the story missions, it will actually give you cards, and you can also see down the bottom here you've got different default decks that you can actually choose from. We'll go for the first one anyway. You want a nice balance of cards to use. Some of the boards as well, they'll start pre-filled. Some of them will be empty and some of them will be like this one here, where there's a series of characters already there. Now what we can do, we can get a line of free ourselves, or we can actually stop them from getting a line of free, but they're not going to do a great deal of damage, so we'll drop in our own characters here. The amount of damage you'll do will be based on the total attack of all the characters within the chain. So I think in the region here I should do around about 500 or so. It's a very distinct looking Nick Fury they've got there with his little teacup as well. Kingpin's another character that looks very different when you do see him. Now the enemy will get their turn, there we go, they're getting their move. So you can choose as well, you see there, rather than dropping a card onto the board, what the enemy actually done was it just moved one of the cards that was already on the board. So you've got quite a lot of options in that regard. Do you bring in new cards? Do you move existing ones? Do you try and take out the existing cards of the enemy? Now what we'll do here, actually Daredevil's jumping in. He's going to give us a hand. Because this is story missions, you get quite a lot of things happening like this here. Now we'll jump over here for this. We could try and go for the line of 4. And we've got Hawkeye as well. So that particular card, you can see above it, it says attacks target. So that means that that card is purely for attacking and nothing else. But we'll hold on to it for now. We'll continue up this side and see if we can get the 4 in a row. They'll very likely drop in here, but when they do that, that's when I then use the attack card. So we'll use Hawkeye to take them out. When you use an attack card such as that, you still get to drop an actual card onto the board. Let's try that once more. And there we go. So that should be that mission complete now. We'll do more than 410 damage, which is all he's actually got left. Again, the visuals here are pretty great. It does get a bit samey after a while though, and there doesn't appear to be any way to skip them. So that is one thing. Hopefully in time they'll give us a way to shorten these animations. And that's one done. What we'll do is we'll run through one more just to show off how it's all working here. So what we'll do now is we'll actually run through one of the Spec Op missions. So it's stage 11 and we're actually going up against Cottonmouth again. Now you can see we've done this once and we have 1 star. In order to 3-star it, we need to clear the stage without being battle line attacked, and also defeat the enemy with less than 1 battle line attack, or 1 or less. So let's go in now. With this here, because we have to beat them in one go, essentially want to drop in some of the higher attack characters, so we'll hopefully get the chance of getting Iron Man in our team. He's one of the cards it gives you early on, and he's got a heap of damage. So we'll start off here, building up our mana. It's all important you do that. And we've got Deathlock next, that's dropped in. And the enemy's going to go for a line of 3, so we'll have to block them. And if we actually put in Deathlock, what he'll do is he'll take out the Hand Ninja because he's diagonally away from him there. So that works very nice. And there you go, you can see Iron Man's dropped in. So Cottonmouth is going for the 3 again. And this is us, we're only on 1 mana, so we can't yet call in Iron Man. Because he's a powerful character, you can see it requires 2 in order to call him in there. And then we'll block them, and we'll get our 2 magic here. Here we go, over here. And that's enough to call in Iron Man, so we'll do that in a moment, and we should do a heap of damage with that. You can see as well down the bottom the actual avatar I've got is changed, so in certain modes such as Spec Ops, once you unlock particular characters you can use them as your avatar, and they actually have different bonuses. Like they may have more health or chance to stun and so on, so that is definitely quite interesting, adding another aspect to it. Unfortunately they got 3 there, so that means I'm not going to 3-star this, but I could still 2-star it. What I'll do, let's see, we'll drop Iron Man in, and he will take out a good selection of the characters here. And actually that's 3 in a row with Iron Man as well. There we go, and this should finish him off due to the amount of damage they do. It'll be very close to it. 80 health left he's got, unfortunately, but we're not far off the 4 vertical, which we can hopefully get in a moment. So the matches do last as well. As you can see, it's a couple of minutes per match, so you need to make sure you're not caught on the hop when you are playing. You need to set a bit of time aside to sit down and play it. Once I've done my dailies and so on in Marvel Strike Force, I imagine this will be the game that I'll stick on when I'm on the train on the way to work. Now let's see, what we'll do here is we'll actually see if we can take out Doc Octopus with Hawkeye's arrow. We didn't take him out, but we've done a nice amount of damage, and we can call in the Helicarrier as well. That's him taken out. We don't have any actual cards we can drop here, so what we can do is pull these out and get another card. You can only do that on the original card, you can't replace a card that you've already replaced, and that's us got a line of 4 in a row, so that'll be the mission now complete. So I hope this overview of the game was interesting enough. As mentioned, it is actually free to play and the link's in the description, so check it out and let me know in the comments below what you think, and I'll see you all again soon.